Don't be fooled by those who call themselves Africans. Don't be fooled by those who call themselves an Africans while they know that they are not for African. How can you be an African living in this land, the motherland of Africans, and being an African and seeing another African suffer and then ignore it like you are not seeing anything? When we deboost and leave our Africanism, you must know that you start a fight within another African. Yes, it is like that. Because you will be there rich, being rich alone in a community. You will be there being rich alone in the village where you come from, in the area, in the rurals that you come from. And then you will find that anyone don't care about your riches, that nobody cares about the lifestyle you are living, but because you are living for yourself, because you are selfish and selfless. Why? Is because many people today are brainwashed. You forget the terms and rules of being an African. You forget the terms and rules of being the real African who care for one African. Today, the same area where there are only white people is the same area where whites are for the whites, where whites will die for whites, where whites care for one another. And today you are so called yourself an African, you are lying to yourself. An African care for an African. It doesn't matter whether you are a Zulu, it doesn't matter whether you are Xhosa, it doesn't matter whether you're Mopedi, it doesn't matter whether you are Changani, it doesn't matter whether you are Zimbabwean, it doesn't matter whether you are Chonga, it doesn't matter whether you are Venda. We are all African, an African for an African. This thing of yours being not care for another African, it will ruin this country and it will destroy other generations that are coming after us. They will destroy this continent, they will destroy this beautiful nation. Why? Because they don't they are coming from the area where you survive for your own stomach. Amen for itself. That's why today we are seeing many men out there, because men are listening too much, listening too much to 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 their wives today. I'm saying something that I know. Listening too much to their wife. You must know that all women, all 100% of women, they have pride. 100% of women, they are selfish for themselves. 100%. That's why God made men to be the leader. I'm not saying women cannot be the leader, but you will find that 15% of them, of women, are the leader. I'm not, I'm not bringing a certain agenda here, but I'm saying the mother nation. I'm saying the nature and the creation of God. Have you ever been in an environment where there are only women, where I can give you an example of school? Go to our rural areas, go to even our city, go check the ruling of women, go check them. Many of women don't know how to lead. Maybe I can say why is because of they it's a new thing to them for them to lead. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe it's a new thing for them to lead. Maybe they don't know, the the fundamental and the nature of being a leader, or maybe they are not trained enough as women to lead. But go and check where women lead, you will find the crisis and the problems there. I'm talking about something that I know. I'm not talking about something which uh, I don't know. I can give you example. Months ago, here in 2023, there was a teacher who became an principal for a certain school in my village, and my little brother is schooling there. They were striking for that teacher to be to not to lead them as a young. I'm talking about the young children who are in grade 7, young children who are in grade 1, young children who are in grade 5. I'm talking about the young children. I'm talking about a primary school. They strike for that woman not to lead them. I'm not I'm not talking about the story here. I'm talking about the real thing that are happening in our community. I'm not saying women should not be listened. I'm not emphasizing that. But as a man, you must know your whether you are working, whether you don't have money, whether you do you because other men they have power when when you are working, and then you start to think that now you are man enough. You start to think that, hey, now I am man enough, they can listen to me. Talk even if you don't have money. Keep your preview and keep your mind. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be scared of anyone. Because our society have made us believe that when you are a man, you must be a when you are a man, you must be a man where they listen to you because you have a certain position or you are working in a certain company, and then now people they will start listening to what you are saying because now you are a man, you are working. Now people will 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 listen to you, will pay attention to what you are saying. That is a nonsense. You know yourself as a man, value yourself. Don't be afraid of people. those who come with bigger cars and Tumelo to shake him to move. Don't be afraid of them. Be a man. With or without money, be a man. Even though you don't have money, be a man. Man is not being about it's not being about money or what. You must know yourself as a person. You must know yourself and don't be afraid of anyone and anything in this planet. Because when you are starting to be afraid, when you are starting to be afraid as a man, and when you are being afraid of facing the challenges that God have put for you as a man, then you will face a problem. Because there are those challenges and tests that God have put for the gender of men only. For the gender of men, and are very difficult challenges. And when you are afraid to solve those challenges, when you are afraid to go through those challenges, when you are afraid to step ahead the mountains that God have put into you to face, then you will have a problem. You will have a problem as a man. It's difficult to be a man. That's why today we are seeing other men being acting like women. I'm not afraid to say that because I'm seeing an old man, mama lady, being acting like a woman. That is a nonsense. As an African, we don't have such thing. We are an African. Let us not emphasize that hey, we are living in 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 a new generation. Hey, we are doing this. Hey, we are. That's the nonsense. There is no difference between the oldest generation and new generation that we are living. The only thing that is changes the lifestyle that these white people are introducing to us so that they can kill our own women, they can kill our own men by thinking that they are not a woman enough and men enough. That is the thing to kill us. You must know that as an African, we are not facing the war that there is still war, but the war now have changed because they see that the fighting of guns and what has not passed. They bring HIV, AIDS, they bring Ebola, they bring all this kind of is a chemical war. We are in a war. If you don't think under your nose, we are in the same war that they were fighting, and we are still in war. We are fighting even today. And 85 of people are not realizing that these people are still fighting us. Huh? They bring what? They bring this so-called COVID-19 to kill black people. Why are those diseases not being this at home more African continent? Because they form those who call them scientists, but They form these diseases to destroy us. But eventually, Modimo ka gore ko mogolo, it start with them. It start with them. It kill them, their people first, before us. You understand? So, uh, you must know yourself as a man. Value yourself. Don't be afraid of anything, anyone. Don't be afraid because of you are unemployed, because of you don't have enough money. I know it is difficult for a poor man. I know I come from those villages and I'm still living, even if I've shifted, but I'm still living in a village. And I know how it is for a man who is poor not being listened. You understand what I'm saying? I know. So we will not allow, and I will not allow, me first, I will not allow my people to suffer. I will not allow my people to suffer. Never. Never. You understand what I'm saying? I will not allow that. And I will not even allow bad spirit, because they are bad spirit. We are fighting spirit. I will not allow those spirits to make my people to suffer. Yes, ke tekwa gabotse gore ke reng. Ke tekwa gabotse thwi. I will not allow that. You understand what I'm saying? So, today we are facing those challenges. You know, I remember a quote of Mandela saying that poverty it is created. And I imagine, gore mara, what does this man say when it is saying poverty it is created? What does he say? And I'm still asking myself even now. I'm still asking myself. You can comment below if you have something to say about what I've said. Comment below. I'm not afraid for you to open to say your own view. I'm not afraid, because I don't see you as a threat. I don't see another African as a threat. When I see you, I see me, because we are one as an African. So you can comment below, say your view. Don't be afraid to say your view. Don't be afraid to say your view, to say your mind. Comment below on this channel. This channel is Makata Marang channel, the channel that will exist forever and evermore. And I will still be existing in the tough time. I will still be existing. Comment.